let me ask you this question. I would now me person maybe so buy first, but I don't know. Say maybe say no buy more. Say maybe say no buy. Now maybe say if you find out that your partner has been sending money to her ex, umbo amende. To say move fi to say nka oba na maybe san nka who say no boy or send his scammer na ex girlfriend because it is hardly say girls send his scammer. Hey, Benny. So it was a perfect, but I would just want us to, clarify something. To say you are with your partner, and yet to say mo hatcher muna almost can so obo it more. Everything is okay. Moody do be a cover, but I had to say you realize say sana ne ex when they are not hating it or they are not having sex or anything. They just say or feel say maybe boy na girl no boy no until so be so between about 500 be now assign na man oh and them between 200 be office is just normal and on country one say baby and then you get to find out say hey so sana you've been sending money to your ex-boyfriend on any relationship bia on any sexual affair bia or you just hello hi but I say boy no and again no baby now bisa na or the ama no how do we categorize it? What is that? Is it or yeah dimpo say like should it be encouraged or I don't know?
It's a tricky situation. Personally, it shouldn't be encouraged. But then there was, I think, the last 2 years or so. My ex asked me to go, and then she was dedicating her second born, and she asked me to go and take photos of the baby dedication. And it became difficult to tell my wife. I actually didn't tell her, but she had a clue, and I never showed her the picture. She knew. I knew she wanted to see the kind of photos that I took, and then if the two of us appeared at a scene. But then it's funny because I'm the only person taking the photo. It's not a huge program that I would hire people to go and help me out. And in my situation, it becomes difficult because I need the money. I need the money to feed my family.
It is coming home.
Yeah, and I'm a photographer. I cannot be picky. Personally, it shouldn't be encouraged. But then when it comes to the work side now, I am biased because
work, so
yeah. But in if I'm talking about other people, if you're in a relationship already, and then your exes, you are sending money. If it's in a relationship like courting, dating, and those stuff, you have to take a look at your relationship again. Something is not working out, or something is. It shouldn't be like consistent. Once in a while, there's been different times. Once in a while, my ex asked me birth sets and so on and so forth, and I gave her the direction. That's it. After 3 years, it's once in a blue moon. I gave her the direction. I helped her and so on and so. I gave out my opinion, my thought. But if it becomes consistent, say every month, and on
Woman to say woman like sometimes I won't communicate. Like you don't communicate again. Oh, thank you very much. Then there will be no communication. Like maybe 2 months later. Oh, Jed, I'm in trouble. Please, can you do this? Can you lend me this? Maybe 400 CDs to solve this. There's I don't know. You are not planning to.
No, that one is straightforward cheating. It's straightforward cheating because as you are taking the money, you are falling into the guys. If it is a guy, whoever the gender is, it's a trap that the devil is setting for you. In the future, if the two of you meet, you have received money for work you have not done. And so the person can demand the work. But if it is once in a blue moon, and if the person is being consistent, these days, what I do is that when someone asks me money or someone asks me help that I know he or she can get from another place, number one, you ask me the first time, I won't say anything, I'll offer the help. The second time, the third time, I'll tell you. If it is money, that's two. I've done this 2 times and it's worked. If someone asks me money, there are some people that have asked me money, I've not told my wife. And what I did was, I told them, I will give you this money. I don't want you to pay me back. You've taken number one, you haven't paid. Number two, you haven't paid. This is the third one. I don't want you to pay me back. I'll give you this money, not for the purpose of what you are asking it for, but I want you to go and then invest it into something else so that you won't come back to me again. The very moment you come back to me again, I will demand all the three money that I've given you. And I've done it twice, and these two people haven't come back. The first one squandered the money. The second one actually has used the money. You know why a container? They are completely new container. Only new sharp. They are in it. So I would straightforward. I would not even hesitate to call it cheating because offer a chair no day. Oh, Charlie, what's it? The person won't come straight. So, hello, Kofi Edu, me here 2,000. Send me. You see, on your mobile Komoga, keep in touch, try to catch her from although if it has been 3 months, she will try to catch up with the 3 months that she has not spoken to you. And by the time you realize you have gone for stories now into a band said no jam, I mean, or dear, and I'm a power chore no one pay. By the time you realize you're falling into the trap. It's straight away cheating, and I wouldn't encourage it at all.
So, if you found out that your partner has been receiving some money from her ex, not that they've met too. When we say I know it's probably, but I want to create scenarios. Then we'll still clarify. No matter what, if it is wrong, it is wrong. People feel like they stay with people and they helped them. Especially, I know that men are they are very grateful. We show gratitude a lot.
Yeah.
Into ABA office or not to say you're probably who partner be an tonight officer or boa mawo attaining to this height or something. And you too, but unfortunately BBC or no, they won't to one and now you couldn't get married or whatever, and then you left her. And well established now. You are now very successful. A woman sometimes one casano obisa wa your I don't know until make so your conscience girly. And so I want us to get all the scenario. No be back say oh ebia na nimpa ni de mean so that is why I'm bringing a different angle. Na ni na ye hu na ya finalize say ni na. So now, so far as war relationship, you don't have to entertain. Now, well, then I show, yeah, okay, but now partner way.
Yeah.
And there's some. What is it now? Are you apologizing for? I don't know. What is it?
I would wish and hope that our partners will make it easier for us to approach them with situations like that, because I drafted shares like MOU, memorandum of understanding. Like I'm saying, I'm a photographer by profession and then a videographer. So the thing is, if my ex is bringing me work, I'll take it because I need the money and I need to hone my skills. So I have to take the job. And there are times I've actually caught I'm not going to mention it, but I've caught one ex now. Charlie, when I came there, because I know, say, she is situated in a vantage point where she's living in around an area where the event center. So, like, I was calling her oftentimes, trying to ask for her help in getting some gigs. I don't know how my wife would have taken it. Okay, during that time we were freshly married, and whenever she call, I put the phone on loudspeaker and then speak to her. But later on, I realized my wife wasn't a fan of that. What I'm trying to do now is to have a written understanding there. So if I'm taking money from my ex or I'm giving money to my ex, there has to be a reason why I'm doing that. Okay. So if I have to tell my wife that this is what is going on, I will tell. Like I said, there are some.
They need a transaction.
It's a transaction, and then there are some portions of work that I wouldn't disclose to my wife because, especially we are quite. For instance, this lady who had the interview on if you're not there. Yeah, I wouldn't. I never told my wife from this video. I never told her because number one, I'm not going alone, and it's work. My focus, my attention is go inside, set up the camera, lights, and everything, and then record. I'm going with 2 other people. There's no way I will go and then mess up there. And it's work. And I keep telling my wife, say, it's about to get worse. As soon as we get noticed and known, it's about to get worse. And that's the reason why I'm opening up to you right now, so that it becomes easier for me when I become famous. Because then I'll be filled with pride. And see, if it is work related, yeah, and I can tell my wife, I'll tell her, Charlie, so and so. So this is the stage we are in, and so if she calls or if I call her, this is what we are talking about, or this is what it means. Don't be offended. On no cram, I will not be speaking to her when I'm with my wife. I will speak to her when I'm at work, and maybe where other business person like yourself, if you pick an understanding and I pick a contract business or I ex. It is the 2 of us and then whoever is involved that we have to sit, and then I will call the person. So I'm now they're on phone, and then we discuss, because some not for you. Like I said in the beginning, I will describe it as cheating. If it is not about work, it is strictly cheating. If you don't let your partner know from the onset, I mean, you are paving the way for. I say, fancy for you was and a baby, you would there, gentle than so on using. And this is one way. It's right from the onset, let your partner know. That is actually the problem with the problem that that's actually the problem that some most relationships face. It's that we hide stuff from our partners from the beginning, and then we lie and build layers of lies on top of each other, one after the other. And when your partner finds out, before your partner will find out, he or she must have peeled off the layer on top of each other. And depending on how many layers the person peels off, when it comes finally to the frame, when she finally sees the frame, into all that you said, they were all lies. It becomes difficult for your partner to believe you and then accept that what you are about to say next in the form of apology because it's interaction by 3 years. In that 3 seconds in the bottom that kind of crash, it'll be hard for him or her to believe you. So I still stand by my point that it's cheating. If you don't let your partner know about it from the beginning, then it's cheating. If it is job and then there is some form of contractual agreements and you don't tell your wife or your husband, then when they find out, you can pull it out and show it to them. Charlie, this is what we are doing. And that is the reason why I'm in control. And it is not the time. Imagine we've been asking people to invest into Richard TV. Imagine, say, I've talked to my ex to invest into Richard TV, and she's considering it. If I tell my wife, Nebia, or picking the number, or blasting the offer, I've lost the investment. I say business, And if I told her, let's say later on, the lady doesn't invest into it, no pull, and if you invest, no pull it out. You see, since my wife has that understanding from the onset, anytime it's business, but it's not business, and that can pave the way for the man or the woman to mess up with the ex. But then are you cheating if you don't let your partner find out from the beginning? If it is not about business there and your transaction there, it's cheating.
Yeah, so like you heard it, the man it's still cheating and cheating, because I think it's all about honestly. Say when you be frank with your partner, say to say my partner on bibia otumu win okay or your way, but secret phone no see the phone bibia unkoso bibi keke na alkafa samaba. Ente let's yenshana yenhuma ebe answers, because them okay, I think say all send uskan kitibi na in your man kitibi I to say or proper kwan bi de ato na de bi maybe any na dream, but da mu be hia na wo so fi say oboa na say oye bibi mo nti bibi na say one year next time wo be den and na akafa nsem pi aba. So let's try and move on and Ejuma de amon famra because we are na bibia ejuma na exes na etwa ye ho ehia nti se bibi na ye sikasem na ye ejuma why not because say wo fiura ntu na wo no family ndabo ano abra e bia wo ex di ejuma bi bananka enye sika